Are you living in the highest possible version of yourself? That's the topic of today's Out of the Box episode. Welcome back to Out of the Box, the series where unconventional thinking leads to extraordinary living. I'm your host, Elizabeth Miner. And today, I'm going to go out on a limb here and tell you I just don't think that you are living into the absolute highest version of yourself. And today, I want to give you a little nudge. Now, I know that's a pretty bold statement from somebody who doesn't even really know you that well. But you're here, and that tells me that you have big goals for yourself, and that you know that there's something that you might be able to do that's going to get you there. You have some sense that there just might be something a little bit more to this life than what you are experiencing at this moment. Well, here's the thing. I bet I know exactly what's holding you back. And I bet it's you. I know. It's tough to hear, isn't it? You see, we're the ones that hold all the strings of what's possible for us. We cannot become what we don't believe that we are capable of becoming. So it's in shifting that belief. It is in creating that understanding of what we are truly capable of that allows us to step into it. Why do some people skyrocket to great heights? Well, it's because they believe they can. They believe there's no reason why they shouldn't have that capability. You see, it starts with the belief of knowing that you can do whatever is necessary to make it happen. If you don't believe you belong somewhere, if you don't believe that you are capable of becoming what you wish for, I'm going to tell you, you are going to stop yourself. It's just a fact. You're going to take a rejection or a door being closed and accept that because you really don't feel you belong there anyway. Let me tell you a story. Back when I first got into the workforce, I was working as a waitress. I figured out early on that this type of environment wasn't going to get me the life that I was looking to build for myself and my family. I decided I needed to get a corporate job, a place in an office where they had sick pay and vacation pay, and they would provide healthcare benefits, all those things that a young working mother needed. Here's the thing. I had no real skills. I had a high school diploma, no college education, and I needed to find a way to make my way into the corporate world. So without any real marketable skills and being told time and time again for every job I applied to that I didn't qualify, I could have just turned around and gone back to waitressing. But I didn't. I believed in a higher vision for myself. I believed that I could have what I sought. So I ended up becoming a temp in 6 different agencies. Not 1, not 2, but 6. So that I could get some skills, so that I could get into some offices, so I could try out things, so I could learn what I was good at and try and learn skills that were going to be needed in an office. I ended up getting a receptionist job Now, I had no experience with a receptionist job, but I figured I can answer a phone. Anybody can answer a phone. So, because the temp agency was pretty much in a bind, they sent me over. I think they figured anybody can answer a phone. And let me tell you, I was terrible. I disconnected people, I transferred them to the wrong location, but at the end of my 3 days there, I actually did get a little better. What that allowed me to do is when I applied for a job later on and they asked me, well, do you have any reception experience? I said, yes, I do. I've done some temp jobs as a receptionist. And lucky for me, they didn't ask how good I was, how long I had done it, and anything other than had I done it. Now those days are pretty much gone. They do a little more digging these days, but I got lucky and I was convincing. And I knew they were going to train me on their keyboard. So I knew that I could actually do this. I believed I was capable. I believed that I could get into that role and I could do a successful job there. And with that belief, not only did I land that job, but it became my entry into all of corporate. And it started me on a path of building success upon success, learning skills all along the way, because I believed in a higher vision for myself continually. So here's the thing. I set my sights on the life I wanted. And I didn't let anybody tell me that I couldn't have it. I didn't let anybody tell me I didn't belong. I found my way to belong there. I worked my way to belong there. And I stepped into all the things necessary to build the life that was the higher version of myself. There were so many people that didn't figure I was going to get very far with only a high school diploma. But I wasn't willing to accept their desire, their vision of me. I went off on my own vision, my own version of what I knew I was capable of. And I did everything I needed to fulfill that vision. I didn't let anybody stop me. I now have even grander, bigger visions for my future. I'm going after it with everything I have because I know it starts here. It starts with my belief. It starts with me believing in the highest vision of myself. And it starts with that for you as well. So I'd like you to think about what is that highest version of yourself? What is it that you dream about? And what will it take for you to step into that little by little, step by step, but work your way into that highest version of yourself? Don't let anybody tell you you don't belong there. So go ahead and share in the comments below a little bit of what you're going to do to step into that highest version. What is it that you're going to embark on to get to that great place that you know you belong? Now, if you know somebody who just might need this message, please do forward it along and share the video, because all of this just helps more and more people step into the lives they dream about. And let me tell you, we all deserve to be living those lives. That's what I have for you today, and I will be back next week with a little bit more unconventional thinking. And until then, do go out and live that extraordinary life that you so so deserve. Until next week, ciao. Sorry, Zach, I'm completely going off script.